Okay, so tonight came out to the shop to do a little work on the tractor, and started out there was a couple of these round plug like things on the side of the engine. There's two of them, and I decided to try and take it off, and I was successful. It was pretty easy actually to take this one off on the right and to expose the, can't really see it too good, but the crankshaft and the connecting rods. It's a little rusty down in there. Let me see something here. I don't know if I can put the light on. Yeah, anyhow, we'll get a better look at that later, but was able to get that off really quite easily. And what I'm planning to do tonight is pull off the oil pan that is all smashed to pieces, which the bolts are actually coming out really easy with that too, thank goodness. So pull that off, patch a couple of the little holes in it, and put that plug back in, come around here and spin this off, which I'm quite certain is where you add oil to the engine, and see about filling this whole thing up with Marvel Mystery Oil so that so it can sit in the oil for that oil can sit in the engine for maybe a week or so, I'm not sure, but you know, in an effort to try and free this motor up. There's still Marvel Mystery Oil in these spark plug holes in the cylinders. So one step at a time. Let's see about getting that pan off. Okay, so got the oil pan off. It's over there on the side, and look up in here, you can see the sump for the oil pump. You can see all the connecting rods and pistons are up in there. Everything's pretty rusty. Pretty darn rusty, but not terrible. So, see the oil pan, you know, had a lot of sludge in it over the years. It's all bound, pretty smashed. It's got a couple of holes in it. There's one right here, and there's one right here. Can't seem to find any other ones, so I want to JB weld those. Clean this up a little bit, JB weld them. Double check these two plugs here. These are for checking oil actually. Didn't have a dipstick. Yeah, pull this one. Well, you pull this one first. That was your high level. That's where you're supposed to be. And oil comes out. Check this one. That's your low level. So you're supposed to be somewhere in between these two, is how I understand it, in order to know that you have adequate oil in the tractor. Don't quote me on that, but that's how I understand it. So now we're just going to plug those two holes with some JB Weld, and then we're going to put this oil pan back on and see about filling it with some Marvel Mystery Oil. Stay tuned. So took out the angle grinder with the wire brush on it and cleaned up the holes. This one proved to be a little bit bigger than I thought, or than it appeared to be. What's kind of interesting is these two here. They are really big. And they were completely hidden. Only a little dot was showing. So the old pen's pretty rough. I thought maybe I could pound it out and reuse it. I'm not so sure about that anymore. But we'll find out. So I'm gonna glue these up. Hopefully there's no more that are hiding from me. And we'll put it back on. Okay, so fill that thing with Marvel Mystery Oil. Plug the oil pan. It's not leaking from where I plugged it. It's just leaking from everywhere else. So I put 5 gallons of Marvel Mystery Oil in it. Did not fill it all the way up to get like the cam and all that. It got the crank pretty well. So I just had 5 gallons of diesel fuel. I poured that in there too. As you can see, it's just pouring like a sieve into this tub. That was a great idea, this tub. So we'll see how this all works. I've never actually done this before like this, so I'm sure it won't hurt it, you know. And soaked all them parts down, and they haven't been soaked with some good lubricant in a long time, so yeah, here we are.